It's okay to be vulnerable. I don't even know how I want to start this. How do you talk about mental health? It's okay to be authentic. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Hey y'all, it's me, GalSal. I'm starting something that is for the members of my channel, the channel members, the only pals. That's what we call ourselves.
No, not me, because I'm not in this.
I am starting a series. It's about mental health, mental illness, and, just talking about it. Not from a professional standpoint, because I am not a medical professional, and just giving a space for people to talk about it in an open, non-judgmental way. You've probably watched some of my gaming videos, and you've probably come to many, many live streams. I've sort of gone from a recorded content gamer to a streamer, but I still love recording content, and I still love editing videos. Having said all that, welcome. I'm very glad you're here. This is not going to be the typical ha-ha, goof and gaff kind of content. This is where we're just going to come and talk about whatever the topic may be for that video. And this week's topic is just an intro. Me. Hi. My name is Sally. You can call me Sally or you can call me Gal. A lot of people in the space call me Gal. And I've come to really love that because my nickname, GalSal, came from my granddad. And so when people call me Gal, it sends like a little reminder that, he's here in my heart, and I really, really appreciate that. And after a while, these videos will be public. So if you're not a channel member and you see this, it's because it's been a while and it was finally made public instead of just for channel members. But this video is just going to be why I started this channel and why I want to do this mental health series. So I started the channel as gaming, turned into a community thing because I've never fit in, and I wanted to make a place for other people to fit in. I wanted to make a YouTube community for people who love vlogs or gaming, for people who just feel like they're too much of one thing and not enough of another to fit in other communities. So if that's you, welcome. I do make a lot of gaming content. I do stream I stream only games. I'm still getting my footing and learning how to be in this space, in a capacity that attracts an audience, engages an audience. So I'm still learning too, right? I make content for people who consume content and others who want to create content. There are a few people within this community, some of you may be watching, who have started your own channels or started making content. And I don't know if it's because of me, but I want you to know that I'm proud of you for doing that because I know how hard it is to go live the first time. I remember how incredibly intimidating it was to upload my very first video. And I want you to know that I'm proud of you for doing that. But back to the community thing, right? And the mental health. I have never fit in anywhere in my life. I've always called myself a chameleon. I could fit in any group. In school, in college, I fit in with the jocks. I fit in with the band geeks. I fit in with the drama kids. I fit in with a couple of the popular people, like on the outskirts. I never really had like a solid foundation of, where I fit in. When I discovered communities on YouTube and people who had like community-based channels, I wanted to make a channel that was focused on just that, a place for everybody who doesn't fit in anywhere else. That doesn't mean like we are accepting of people who are jerks or bigots. I mean, obviously for me that goes without saying, but I guess this is the internet and I do need to clarify that. But for the people who really just don't have anywhere else to go, I wanted to be that place. They don't really fit in here. They don't really fit in there. You fit in here. Join us every Saturday for squid parties. If that's your thing, come hang out for chill, cozy games with a little bit of chaos thrown in. I love raising money for charities. That's important to me. And this comes back to mental health because not fitting in affected my mental health. being told I was too much of one thing and not enough of another, of several things. It impacted me in negative ways. I remember it hurting as a kid and being really confused about why certain kids didn't want to play with me, and why the way my body looked, or the way my voice sounded, or the fact that I wore glasses, or I was too big, too tall, or whatever, or I didn't like sports. I never understood as a child why that would exclude me from being friends with people who I thought were really nice, or why it was always hard for me as an awkward teenager, because being a teenager is awkward anyway. Why it always felt like I just couldn't quite fit in. I could squeeze myself into a hole, but I never quite fit perfectly. Square peg, round hole kind of thing. Only it wasn't exactly that. I could get myself in there, but I was never quite a good fit, I guess you could say. And that impacted me. And I did things like tried to take up less space, tried to be quieter, tried to be thinner and smaller, to fit into these groups that I desperately wanted to be a part of. And I wish that there had been anybody, a prominent figure, somebody in my life, somebody on TV or in movies, who would have said, "You do not have to fit in." And I know that there were people and there were groups like that, but there was never anybody in my sphere of existence that would send that kind of message. I was always told just to suck it up, or accept the fact that not everybody's going to like you. And at that point, it felt like nobody liked me. So I was just like, okay, then it must be something that I'm doing wrong. I just must be a bad person or whatever. You don't have to fit in anywhere. And that's the thing, like a quantifier for fitting in, a qualifier for fitting in this community. You just fit in. There's no qualifiers here. I want you to feel welcome here. I want you to feel, whether you are Black or a person of color or whatever your religion may be, or if you don't have a religion, that is okay. Whether you are gay, straight, bi, lesbian, pan, ace, whatever, transgender, I want you to feel welcome here. I want you to have fun, and I want you to find videos that are hilarious or something you relate to. I want you to be a part of our charity events. I want you to be a part of community night in Minecraft. I want you to laugh or cry, or laugh till you cry. I want you to know that this place is for you. So in short, this is the start to our mental health, mental wellness. I don't really know what to call this series yet. I've actually posted something in the Discord to get ideas from the community about what I should call this. Talking it out with Gal. I don't know. I don't really know, but I want you to know that you're welcome here. I want you to know that you are not going to be judged or criticized in this space. Your journey is your own. And if you want to share, that's great. And if you don't, that's great too, because you have to do what you're comfortable with. And only you can decide when you're ready to talk about whatever it is you're going through, whether it's here in this space or whether it's with somebody who is a medical professional and can give you the tools you need to work through whatever it is you got going on. But I know that I would have benefited from something like this many times over in my past. And that's why I'm doing this now, because maybe there is somebody out there who doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't know how to start to reach out for help or be comfortable talking about it, because there is such a stigma around mental illness. There is such a stigma around depression and anxiety and PTSD and bipolar, and people are ostracized and villainized and victimized due to their mental illnesses. And a lot of times it's out of their control. It's out of my control. Therapies, medications, talking it out can help. And if this is something you feel that you want to be a part of, then stick around. We'll be talking about something different every time. I do want to say that if there is something going on where you do need immediate assistance, I'm going to be putting some links and some information in the description of this video, and I want you to click those links. I want you to call those numbers, text those numbers, and reach out to somebody who has the ability to help you. Or if you're just looking for a person to relate to, then leave a comment. talk about whatever you're comfortable talking about, share whatever you're comfortable sharing, or don't, and that's okay too. But that's why I'm starting this series, because I wish I had something like this as a teenager, as a young adult, hell, even well into my adulthood. And I want to be that person because I believe that mental health matters. I needed something like this, so I'm going to be putting this out there. If you find it beneficial, that's great. If you don't, that's okay. If you're just here for the funny, haha, gaming content and live streams, that's okay too. I want my community to be a place for all kinds of people. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I know this is kind of awkward and all over the place. I don't want these to be too scripted. I kind of want it to be talking about whatever topic comes up. But thank you for being here. My name is GalSal, and please remember, I'm going to say it, you are important and you matter. And I will see you next time. Bye.